so I got my breather box here. This is the breather box here from CB, and what I want to do is I kind of want to mount this right here on the motor. You know, in the bus I have this mounted up on the side, you know, in the engine compartment, but I kind of want to mount this here on the actual fan shroud. And then what I'm thinking of doing is taking something like this piece of metal here and getting like a little mount plate here that I can just, you know, I could either screw that in or I could just do a little spot weld onto there, which I think is what I'm going to do. This is by no means a sort of a perfect fan shroud. I had gotten this and basically I repainted it and sanded it all down, so I don't feel that bad about putting a little bracket on here. So what I think I'm going to do is take these bolts here that I've got in the back. I've got some short ones that are sized, and what I'm going to do is make a bracket by cutting this off and basically having these go through, and I'm going to weld them in so that it basically looks something like this. That'll go on there and it'll go on here. Then I'll probably spot weld this bracket onto here. I'll just take off some of this paint, spot weld it, and then hit it again with the black. All right, let's get to work on that. All right, so I'm gonna basically put this on here like this. I'll cut this bracket, and I want the bolts to be right here where the so it's going to look something like this. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to make sure these bolts stick out right here where that is. I'm going to weld them into place. Drill holes also. Alright, now I'm going to drill the holes. Alright, now let's see on these bolts. Gotta go through, which they do. I think that should be enough. Let's just check the fit on this before I weld it. Yeah, that fits perfectly. So I'm going to clean this up and I'll weld that into place and grind it down. All right, well, take a look. I'm gonna grind this down flat. I wanted to fill those holes, and I wanted to make sure that I had clean reds over here. So we'll see if I can succeed with that. All right, so this is what I did as I made this piece here, and then I drilled about 4 or 5 holes in it, and I spot welded it directly onto the shroud, and that's really pretty solidly on there. It's not going off. And then I hit it with some high heat, just black paint. It's not the same shininess as so, but so that allows me to take this breather box and hopefully, yeah, that fits right on there. And I have 2 bolts that I should be able to, let's see these 2 guys here. Okay, so hopefully it'll at least start threading. Seems to have. And on this side, this one's a little bit longer, so it will definitely thread on there. I need to make sure this one's going on there. I think it's on there, so I'm going to use the, I believe it's this one here. See if that'll get on there. Okay, so either box looks like it's pretty solidly on there. This is that's the one that's a little questionable on that left side. I'll use this. Let's see if I can, that one feels okay. I don't want to break anything off here since I did just weld it in place. That seems to do the trick. So now I guess I'll put this one in there. This one, I'm gonna put both of the other ones. I'm not gonna use this one because it'll get in the way of stuff here, but I think I can use this one. This one will go to here, and then this one will come down to here. All right, so the final product here is CB breather box, spot welded to a mount. Mount has 2 bolts here. Painted it black. You can see how that works there. Then I have breather tube 1 going to that valve cover. A little short breather tube coming straight out of the oil filler. And then this one.